ChessDiagnostic.
Hello everybody and welcome to ChessDiagnostic. Today we're going to look at a miniature game between Mikhail Tal and Georgi Tringov. Now Tringov was a Bulgarian Grandmaster, and in this game you could see that even some Grandmasters don't have a good understanding of piece activity based on his moves. Now it's quite amazing how we get Tal just playing simple, basic opening moves, and he ends up with an overwhelming position. Now this opening is, and this is the reason I chose the game, is the exact same position setup I showed in my How to Play Openings Without Theory video. We start off with e4, g6, d4. Now we're going to the modern opening or the modern defense, with white just establishing a strong center, normal development of the knights, and black's trying to control the center from a distance. Knight to c3. Now with d6 we're definitely in the modern defense. Knight to f3. Now after c6 I want you to notice how many times black moves his queen and neglects his own development, not paying attention to his own piece activity, and how that leads to his quick demise. So Tal has developed his bishop to g5, queen to b6, threatening b2. Now we could just play rook to b1, but Tal ignores it with queen to d2. Black accepts the pawn, but our rook becomes active. The queen has to move again. And after that tempo loss again, we play bishop to c4. Now white has developed all of his minor pieces, and he's ready to castle, connect his rooks, and start an attack. It's very simple and very effective. Another queen move that doesn't really accomplish anything. White castles, and now he's completely developed. The only, or the least active piece here is just the rook, which after e6 and rook to e1 were completely developed. White is ready to start an attack, and actually in this position there's an interesting line with e5, and after d5 white can actually play knight to e4, and if the queen takes, we check with our knight and take with the knight on d2. Now, if the pawn takes this bishop, it's actually winning for white, which is amazing to me. So f6 is the computer recommended line, but I was looking at if the pawn takes, the knight takes, and now look at all these inactive pieces. White is so active that even if he's a piece down, he's going to win material back, because this bishop has no squares. The rook and the knight and the knight and the rook over here can't really do anything. And he's threatening knight to b6. So the only move is the king moves over. Now it's a double attack on the bishop and the rook. So he has to bring the knight in, but we still win the rook. This is quite an amazing variation even at this early point in the game. We don't see this in the game, of course. So after bishop to f4, so black plays another pawn move, neglecting his development, and after bishop to f4 we get a pretty picture-perfect opening that I was analyzing in my How to Play Openings Without Theory. Tal just followed simple activity and development here. Black plays e5 himself, which is a huge mistake, because now white has opened the position and even sacrifices a piece. If you want to try to guess the next move, it's queen to d6, further paralyzing black and threatening a mating attack now. Black makes another move with his queen, taking a piece. But after rook to d1, threatening checkmate, there's not any good way to defend it. Either black's going to lose a ton of material or get mated. After the knight develops, which it's just way too late, all these pieces are doing nothing. And after bishop takes f7 and knight to g5 check, there's going to be a mate in 3. Now, at this point, Tringov just resigned and the game was over, but if you want to calculate out, it's a mate in 3 from this position. Queen to e6 check. Now if the knight comes up, then we actually have queen to f7, and then a beautiful checkmate with the knight on e6. And if the king moves over, well, if he moves here, then it's just checkmate immediately on f7. But if he moves over here, then we actually have knight to f7 check. The king tries to flee, but after queen to d6, it's checkmate. The rook's covering this square, the queen is cutting through the diagonal, and the knight's covering this last escape square. Now, miniatures are a great way to improve your tactics because they combine attack, looking for attack right from the opening. And it's definitely one of the best ways, if you're under expert level, to get stronger. Alright, so we're going to look at tactics in my lesson I'll release tomorrow, day 24 of 28 Days to Better Chess Tactics. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments, leave it below, and I'll see you in the future. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for future videos. See you in the future.